What up, challenge fans? On tonight's episode, Rogan lies to D, Rogan lies to D again, and Rogan lies to D a third time. Tori deal is the real deal, and finally, oh my goodness, D is newly single. What up? We're talking about all that and more next. D, hit me up.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Yes! All right, welcome, one and all. Yes, D, I hope you're watching tonight. I'm going to show off for you in here. My name is Daniel Lindgren, and welcome, one and all, to another episode, after show of The Challenge. We're all excited for you to be here. To my left, we've got Benny the Jet Rodriguez once again from The Sandlot.
Yes,
90s,
I like that.
90s,
I haven't heard that
90s reference.
in a while, yeah. What's up, guys? Benny Adams here. Thanks again for tuning in with us. Can't wait to talk about The Challenge.
Me too. Pamelot. Oh, straight up from Camelot. A Knight's Tale.
Making it short and sweet. Hi,
Yep.
guys. We're so excited. This was a on-fire episode. There's so much to get into, so I'll make my intro short and sweet. It's me, Pam. Hey. You know who wouldn't hurt you, D? Disney Dan.
I would not.
Yep.
I would treat you like a princess. Get it? I'm Disney Dan. And last but not least, we've got David Punk Rock Christopher. What up, David?
What's going on, guys? How we doing? Hello to you on the other side of the country or world that are still awake late. Thank you.
All right, guys, we got a lot to talk about. I want to make sure you guys all stick around because we've got another game that I prepared.
Yes. Can't wait.
We're all going to be keeping score. I'm super excited for this. I think it's better than the game I came up with last week, so stick around for that.
I'm excited.
Let's start with overall thoughts, and we'll run through that real quick, and then we'll get to our first topic.
Mind blown. This episode was just, we were all on the edge of our seats. Like, we were literally like yelling at the TV. Like, this was a good episode. So
Yep.
I loved it.
I don't know if there's been an episode that we've all unanimously been as like on the edge of our seats, literally shaking, nervous for the people, not knowing what was going to happen. This episode was jam-packed. Curveballs, drama, competition. It was crazy. Like, there's so much to say that,
Yeah, I will say this was not my favorite episode.
Really?
No, not even close.
Really?
Wow.
For real. The last episode was my favorite, absolutely. But this one was, I was just so confused, I feel like, most of the episode. I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, it was there's so much like manipulation and just mind tricks and just like
I kind of agree with that.
It was just so much going on. You know, my mind was like, whoa, like just trying to process everything, and I was just kind of like, why and no. And
The way they've set it up this year, they're trying to jam pack so much into an hour and a half, and in the fact that it's an hour and a half and not an hour anymore, and there's still too much for us to like comprehend half the time. It's like, how are they going to go forward with? Are they going to go back to hour episodes next season? They can keep it, push to 2 hours. I don't know, but
2 hours.
I want 60 minutes. No, I need 60 minutes is enough.
It was good. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't my favorite. For me, it got better towards the end. The whole beginning part, you know, at first too, I really liked that challenge. I was like, that looks freaking fun. I want to do that. And then when CT threw it, I was like, oh well, that sucks.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, all right.
Well, we'll get into that because I have some thoughts on that. And I don't think Benny liked it that much either because I wasn't really vibing, and I'll tell you guys why after. But I need to start off with my favorite thing in the world, which is a good conspiracy.
There we go.
My girl
Dan's conspiracy theory.
It's called a Dan-spiracy, not a Cara-spiracy. So I was very confused with that. And also, Cara, it's not a conspiracy. But we'll get into that in a second. And let's start with that. Cara says that they staged that proposal. And I will start it off by just saying this one thing. Tori's not that good of an actress, let's be honest. And when I watched that proposal all week, I went on my DVR, I went online, I just kept watching it over. I love it. I teared up every time. The natural reaction that Tori has is not staged. It's just not. There's no way she's faking that. So
100%.
So that's why Cara's conspiracy is not a conspiracy.
Yeah. Also, even if there was, obviously, Jordan brought a ring to the challenge. So even if there was some forethought on someone's part, that A, is not a conspiracy, I'm with you, and B, does not mean that every ounce of that wasn't 1,000,000% sincere. And again, we could feel it through the TV. So I'm going to say, Cara, the salt is, she needs a little more sweet, a little less
Let's
salt.
just be honest, though. Cara knows this isn't a conspiracy. She's just jealous that Tori is getting all this attention.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Like, that's what it is.
Well, it's one of those things where, and you know how I feel about Cara, but it's like, you know, when you suspect someone of something, it's usually the call's coming from within. Like if I'm like, oh, he said he liked my shirt, but maybe he really doesn't mean it. You're sort of projecting. It's like, Cara, did you stage something? Because it didn't seem staged at all. It seemed 1,000,000% sincere. Again, most proposals, he got her mother's engagement ring. She knew it was that. Yes, if you're going to spend your life with someone, there's probably a little bit of forethought. It doesn't mean it's staged. It's like that's then you would say any proposal is staged.
I mean, he probably wants to get the right ring size, so I assume he either asked the mom or maybe took one of her rings without her looking and just like kind of got it measured properly. Like,
right. But I mean, Cara went so far as to say that she bets they were married before they came on the. It's like, do you really think that?
Because why would they even have to do that anyways? Why does it matter if they got married before or just got married after? What does it matter when they get married?
It doesn't. And again, the entire point was that however we feel about Jordan, Tori, who we all, I think, happen to love, that was a real moment. That was a touching, sincere, sweet moment.
And it's low-key just kind of just disrespectful to just say all that stuff. If you really do think that, that's just something to keep to yourself because you see everyone is coming together, you know, celebrating the two, and you're gonna be the Debbie Downer and say all this stuff.
It's petty, and Cara's got her own stuff going on. That's all I'm gonna say. She's got her own issues going on inside, whatever that may be.
And they have this super cute little party, and Zach says some words, and you got Pauly sitting there like a little kid with he can't stop smiling because like, what? This is the best day ever. Even Pauly's in on it. It's great.
Even that like Pauly, her own significant other, is even there. So.
And what's so crazy is what we've been saying all season, where it's like, you know, Pauly actually likes
Jordan and
Tori. We've been saying all season, and they literally said it on the episode tonight. It's like, man, we know what we're talking about sometimes at least. Like, come on, we just called that 5 weeks ago, and now they're talking about it on the show, the exact words we've been saying. So,
and you know when, God, again, Cara, you know, I'll always have feelings for her, but this is sitting in the bathroom. I feel like she's just full on decided to be a jerk at this point. I can't imagine she sincerely is that nasty. I really hope not. I think she's just committing at this point. Well, I'm going to be a jerk to them.
Well, I have three thoughts on this. One, is this partly produced? Like, is it you're the villain, Cara, where you sit back and play that role? Is that part of it? Possibly. The other thing is, if she is true to how she's feeling and what she's saying, then I give her credit for sticking by what she is, because then otherwise it would be fake if she was to go out there and celebrate when she really dislikes him. So then that I can understand as well. Thirdly, you suck, you know? Like that's so, like, why, you know?
It's not nice. And again, when you're making Pauly look like a sweet little angel, you're doing something wrong. Pauly looks,
but it's like it's such a cool moment. Everybody put the game aside. And again, like I said, if that's truly how you feel, then props to you for sticking to you, staying true to yourself. Fine. But it does suck because
have fun, Cara. Hang out with everybody.
Cara did say on social media though that she wanted to be the villain. Whether that was true or she decided to see that when she saw how she was being depicted on TV.
That's Benny, you nailed it. That's what she did. She's like, oh my God, they're gonna think I'm awful. I should just tell them that I'm doing it on purpose to be the villain. Well, no, that's just her natural reaction and stuff, and she doesn't know how to coexist with the fact that she's. But
honestly,
I can't separate stuff.
But I wouldn't put it past MTV to have that nudge on her of playing that villain.
I just love when you get to see everyone have fun, even the most hated rivals like Bananas and Amanda would sometimes sarcastically like, not tonight, Satan, and whether they're torturing each other or not, when everyone in the house bonds, those are fun challenge moments.
Yeah.
And you know, an engagement party, time to set your game and your feelings aside and hang out with your housemates and it's just a bummer. And I whatever she's doing full force. So, you know, there's that. But I would have liked to have seen everyone have a good old fashioned hangout night.
I just feel it's easier to be happy than to be mad.
It's less energy, dude.
Exactly.
And Tori and her, again, I get Cara's legit beef with Jordan. He's not very nice to her. But I know people who I might not like their boyfriend or something. I can still have fun with them on you know what I mean? It's just it's like, I get it. I understand. I'm not saying she's entirely wrong, but that you're just ostracizing yourself, you're putting a target on your back, and you're costing yourself a fun show time.
We had one last thing on Cara. We had mentioned this. You and I were talking about this, Pam. Logan Knight writes, even on the after show, Cara was being bitter instead of putting the game aside and just being happy for Jory and Jordan. So when they showed that 3-minute clip, David and you and I were talking about it as well. The whole of that time there, everyone's even Paulie was there. They were all super happy. I think Cam was hosting it, kind of.
Yeah.
And the only one sitting there awkward the whole time was Cara. It's like, Cara, why can't you just push through this? You know you're being filmed right now. Push through and say, hey guys, look, really, let me just say congratulations.
Yeah.
She's committed, or she
committed.
just, I don't even know if she's like,
She doesn't care.
No, I think she's
I think she
she's
cares.
committed to this
I think
character now. Like this, I'm the jerk now, and okay, again.
I think she's always been socially awkward, and I think it's like coming out in a villainous way now versus just a nerdy I'm being bullied way. It's just the opposite now.
Yes, now she's a physically powerful, socially awkward
I don't get
person.
what's
There you go.
changed
Yes.
though from the first season we were introduced to her to now, because it's just a complete 180.
I gotta bring this up. I looked at, so this is not quite news and gossip, but a shout out to a clip that was posted and going, it's a, oh no, you twitn't. And it was really funny. It was from many seasons ago, I don't remember which, where Emily was running like a, what's that called that the people do? CrossFit. CrossFit like clinic, and it was Jemmy. It was back in the day before we had Olympic athletes.
They're doing like mountain climbers and stuff like that.
all training, and Cara was not fit enough to train with them. So you see Cara going up to Emily and being like, can I train with you guys? And it's a cutaway of Jemmy saying, I told you, Cara, that they were going to eat you alive, and not that they wouldn't let you train with them, that they only let intense trainers. We've seen her grow both as an adult and gain ownership of her competitiveness, as well as her social game, which again, I guess she's going for, like all villains, they have a nice origin story where they start out as heroes until they're bullied
That's true.
to becoming.
She's
the joke. She's Batman
that's
now.
a Joker,
Or not Batman, the Joker.
Do you guys? This is going to be a weird. I'm going to compare it here. Have you guys seen Breaking Bad? Right.
Of course.
Yeah.
She's Walter White to Heisenberg.
Right. She's gone Heisenberg.
I know, and she's not
That was
physically
another good
murdering
one.
anybody, but that's
Cara's the one who knocks.
There you go. So, but that's literally what I was thinking about. I'm like her change from being picked on because Walter White is picked on. He has to work. He's working at a car wash, getting picked on by his boss there. He's a school teacher. The kids are walking all over him.
That's every villain.
And now she's Heisenberg.
Yeah.
She's got her origin story. She started as a sweet girl that was bullied, and now she's a villain.
All right, let's move on to the Rogan betrayal, the Rogan traitor that he is. He brings it up. No one, at least that's how they show it to us. He's not prompted by anybody else. He just sits the guys down and says, I want D gone.
Dirty.
Dude.
It didn't make any sense to me.
It's such a weird thing, because, and Benny, you and I were talking about this, how we've loved certain characters to start this season, and now we hate them to end the season.
Yes.
And Rogan's one for me. I thought he was I was like, okay, he's getting a second chance. It's his redemption season, because he was awful in that first round that he did 2 seasons ago. I hate him now. Can't stand him.
I hate him and can't stand him too. And also, so dirty as the day is long. But
lied to her. Constantly lied to her over and over again. It's insane.
Yeah, and they begin with her being like, it's you and I, babe. It's so sad.
You could tell in that conversation he was not fully in that conversation. He was like, he's trying to redirect and get out. He's like, yeah, babe, sure.
He's
I'm with
the other
you.
way.
Yeah.
He can't
so
look her in the
insincere,
eyes.
but she's so into him that she's believing all of his bull.
She's like, I'm going to
he's
miss
not
you.
into it, man.
And he's
not
like,
into
yeah,
it.
I'll miss you too.
He just made himself look so silly on TV.
Well, he just revealed himself.
Right.
But also so dumb, which we'll get into later on. I can't believe any of the others were like, okay, that's a cool move. We'll go along with this. It's so dumb on so many levels.
But you know what I did like?
I don't get it.
I did like how all the girls on each side were like, this is stupid. Why are you guys doing this? Why are you guys making us be the bad guy to make us vote her in?
Which is cool, yeah.
We thought, it's like, if that's what they want, then why didn't they let why wouldn't that team put her in and
true.
make it look like other numbers and let us put Tori in? Like, why would we do their
Here's
dirty
my
work?
thing. I know that Kaylee's on Rogan's side, so I get that aspect of it. But he is like, look, we got to trim the fat. I think Dee's the weakest. But Rogan, you don't.
She's not the weakest.
No, he wants to break up with her. This
I
is his,
know.
like,
I
sixth
think
grade.
Yes.
So
I
that's
agree.
my point, Pam. Is he's looking for a way? No, you guys can interrupt. It's fine. He's looking for a way out. Kaylee is clearly the one that should be going in.
Yeah.
Dee, I think, and I'm telling you right now, I think Dee is a lot stronger than you think. And I think she's going to go very
She
far.
proved it last
She
season.
made it to the
last
end
season,
last
she was
time.
really good. She was really good last season.
Already proved it, and she's the only. I mean, yes, it's the dumbest thing on so many levels. It's
Yeah.
dumb because it's tearing apart their own alliance of girls, which she is on. It's dumb because he is acting like a 5th grade boy that's like, oh, my mom won't let me date. It's like, if you want to break up with her, man the F up. Even pull a, hey, I want to focus on the game. Let's separate this and revisit
Something,
it
right?
out.
Yeah.
Something,
Yeah.
but to have everyone do your dirty, dirty, dirty work that is totally
I
self-motivated.
mean, there's like 3 degrees in there that just kept losing my respect. Obviously, one, that was the beginning, but then to the fact that he was like having CT do his dirty work, I was like, come on, bro. Like, you're already
Yeah.
gonna snake her up, but then you can't even man up and talk to
right.
her.
Call
Like,
her-
Leroy
Really,
and
dude?
All right, well, yeah. So let's
Yeah.
let's get to this the obstacle course.
I thought that was cool.
All right, so I think this is where we're finally going to disagree for the first time tonight, guys. So we have the challenge tonight's the obstacle course. It's a 120-foot obstacle course which they have to get across. They have someone in the middle, a cock blocker, an opponent blocker in the middle, and if you get that opponent blocker off, the defender, then if you get that person off, then you have basically just a free walk across it.
Right.
The only thing cool about it was that there was the blocker there, but then it wasn't cool because
When the blocker was
there's
gone.
right. But there's also no room though to get around the blocker. You kind of just had to stand there, and those tiles that they're on, those are used. I grew up on a lake. Those are used to you run up jet skis on it to park your jet ski on it. They're supposed to be slippery. They're slippery as hell. You can't get any grip on the damn thing, so you can't do anything cool as far as the wrestling match on a literally 2-foot thing.
Yeah.
It was just and once that cock blocker's gone, you just walk up.
See,
you just walk. It's boring.
That's where it lost it for me. I thought each time someone was gonna have a blocker. So
Agreed.
the
Yeah.
fact that they could just go, I was like, all right, that's stupid. Like, I mean, personally, that looks fun to do. Like, I want to do that. I was like, that's cool. I want to do
Yes.
it. But as far as the challenge, when they lost like the competitive aspect of having to like go through something, I was like, well, then that kind of sucks. Like, what's the point? So for me, that's where it lost it as far as the challenge itself goes. I mean, I want to try that. That looked fun. But again, like, it was just kind of like lame once, like I said, once the guys threw the challenge, I was kind of like, okay. Well, then,
Yeah.
you know?
I don't even think the boat was going that fast, was it? Because I
It
was
was
looking
cool. It
at
was
the
like whipping around or
Right,
something.
Right,
exactly. It was
so
just
that's
going in a
what,
straight
like,
line.
if you've, I mean, so I grew up on a lake, and when you're behind a boat, I keep saying it, and when you're behind a boat and it's going in a straight line, like, it's the easiest thing to stay on any type of thing that's floating back there. It's
Right.
not a problem. We used to have a million tubes behind the boats and stuff, and you can, but if the boat is curving and stuff, then you start going over wake stuff, but I don't think that that type of material would be able to go over wakes. But if they just had a bunch of tubes behind the damn thing, and then they start curving, now you're going over the wakes, and it's a lot harder. But
makes sense.
I don't know. I didn't like the block. The blocker thing was lame. They just sat there.
I
And they just
liked it.
It could have been cool, though. It
Drag
could
the
have been.
person. All you do is drag the person off, and they're done.
Agreed that the whole defender thing was stupid. I thought it was a good foreshadow of us seeing that Jenny, as strong and as much of a beast as she is not an aggressive person.
Yeah, that's so interesting, right?
She's strong, but
It
she doesn't
definitely-
want to get physical.
Definitely hurt her tonight.
Well, and Cam was able to knock her out. Not that Cam's nothing, but I thought, oh, Jenny's going to take, we all think surely Jenny, if she had that bulldozer mentality, has the physicality to do it, but she
That was
doesn't.
a good match.
And
Cam and Jenny. Yeah. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
it was good.
No,
it was good, but you would think
But
Jenny
there's
would
no-
take her down.
There's no way that defender is going to get pushed. They're both either going to fall off or the person trying to get across. There's no way that the person's going to get by the defender. There's no way. It was dumb.
I didn't like it because
Sacrifice.
you
You have to
guys
do
are
sacrifice.
thinking like real gameplay stuff, and I'm thinking social strategy. I enjoyed watching this. I did think it looked fun. It's one thing I would not hate to do.
It looked fun. Yeah,
It looked
was
cool.
fun.
Sans defender. I don't want to fight anybody. I would just like to,
Just run
like to
right
flow.
over.
Yeah. But second, it was very telling CT's behavior of making big D moves for the first time. He's coming out swinging, which I thought was stupid again. Never, even though we all know and the alliances are drawn in the sand, I don't think it's ever cool to blatantly insult so many people. Like, you're telling your team you do not give a S about the girl. Like, it's real crap.
You know, like I said, I ride with CT, and that I was like, man, like what? I lost respect for him in this episode. You know, it's like, oh, come on, CT.
Here's my whole thing. Unless you're trying to get Kaylee out, which I understand, because I really do think she's going to be so screw you over in a final.
Yeah, she is.
Every one of those other girls, I think, is going to do fine in a final. It's not going to be an issue where it's like they're so far behind.
Right.
So why not just do it, CT? Why not just complete it? Who cares? And have some fun with you. You would have got to wrestle Zach. You guys are boys. It would have been kind of fun to see you guys go against each other on the little 2x4 platform.
Right.
Whatever.
I mean, at the very least, at least pretend like you're trying.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Pull up bananas.
It was funny watching the whole rock, paper, scissors, but then at the same time, it was kind of like, oh, that sucks.
And Josh said it best. He was like, "You're looked at as
shut up, Josh.
You're looked at as a legend on here, and you're screwing up. You're screwing all that up by doing that."
I'm gonna now add to my shut up Josh some shut up Rogan too.
Okay, great.
Because he also had Josh and Rogan don't get to speak on challenge. That's how I feel. That's why I'm saying I roll shut up Josh. Well, he's like, as a competitor. It's like, Josh, you what? Where did he come from? Where is he? Why is he? Does he ever made it anywhere?
To jump on your bandwagon, Logan Knight writes, Joss and Rogan are furniture. So there you go. They shouldn't be speaking.
Joss.
I don't like Joss.
Joss has a good heart. He's just a.
He's just bored. But no, it's not like I don't like Joss. I just think he's kind of blah.
Yeah, you want
to use the P word for
him? He's a kitty cat.
Oh!
He won't make any bold. At least Rogan, stupid, bullheaded, very dumb, not smart move, is making some moves, whether they're wrong-headed or right.
You can tell Joss has more of a conscience, more of a heart, I would say, you know.
I mean, Paulie did. Joss, again, I wouldn't have been able to forget Paulie, who he's now ride or die for. I am not blaming Paulie for this, but Paulie cost him and Sylvia would have won. Paulie cost him by saying, if you throw this, I'll never use my grenade on you. $1 million. So to sort of be cool with that just shows, I think Joss is very trusting. And, you know, do we want to see him go through the ringer and become a villain? Not necessarily. Or do we? But
I don't think he could become a villain, really. People would have to do it for him. You know what I mean?
All right, so let's wrap this part up. I just love Jordan going after CT after that.
Yeah, that
was he went on his way. But what did I say to you guys last week? I said Jordan does not want to run a final with CT because he doesn't want 270 pounds to carry around.
Yeah.
I said that last week, and now Jordan's saying it.
Yeah, but rightfully so.
Want that.
At that moment, rightfully so to call him.
Oh yeah,
hell yeah!
Because he's talking about a weak link. In theory, that could be a weak link, right?
It is.
So that's fair.
Also, though, CT was like, stop crying, Jordan. Jordan does cry. Jordan does cry.
I'm surprised.
Happened.
But he can back it up, too, you know? I mean, he had a valid point.
I'm surprised, they didn't, start, fighting or anything, because he was taking low blows, talking about his weight. And
But at the same time, though, CT knows that he even said he didn't want to do it. He's like, I didn't love my decision. So I don't think, even though Jordan's jumping on CT, I think CT's like, well, yeah, he has good reason to, though.
Yeah.
So
I'm saying,
I'm not going to fight him over this one.
My thing is,
I know I'm in the wrong.
If I was CT and I have done all these challenges, all these challenges more than these other people, I would just be like, I'm not doing this because he has.
Why did CT have to go first? Why didn't the production or someone put CT first for a reason, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't want to throw more conspiracies out there, but yeah, I mean, production, let's be honest, probably put CT first to make it more that Rogan didn't have to do the dirty work again. But in theory, why didn't production put Rogan first? And really show his, because I mean, maybe they wanted the storyline to show his true colors later on in the story, right? I mean, you don't want it to build to the front, and then you want it at the end to see the villain really come out. And then more shock
factor of CT doing it too, so it's just more added in, more drama.
Yeah.
So.
The also idiotic thing
Producers
about
are smart. They were smart for this episode. They did some good moves.
They're smart. We are on the edge of our seats for an hour and a half, and I'm wishing there was more. Like I'd watched 3 hours of it, but CT got in the boat and flopped around like a dead fish. Like he was not trying on any level to be subtle. So I don't know if that was produced or his line in the sand, but the CT was making a statement. So
Yeah, well, he should have made a statement by just playing the game and saying, look, I've been sitting on the fence all season, might as well sit on the fence for one more episode.
even if he fell, Tori's a great competitor. She fell off second number 1. I mean, he could have slipped off.
What were they going to do if CT actually did it? Like, if he did it and then the next person had to blow it, like, what are they going to do? CT,
Do it again.
I'm mad at you
but
now. Like, they're not
bad.
get mad at CT.
Right.
And it was a girls' elimination anyway.
Yeah.
CT, what are you doing? Just finish the damn... Just go...
This wasn't smart.
I just want to see him wrestle Zach. It's fun.
Yeah.
Two big dudes, Goliaths going at it.
Yeah.
All right. So Austin Kim wrote, CT's not canceled, but he's on thin ice.
Yeah, I agree.
Agreed, Austin.
Agree.
Right, because we all still like CT, but come on, man.
come
CT
on.
has credit. Like, CT's got a line of credit. That
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll give him
One mistake
credit,
won't
but-
make it that
Right.
bad.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, speaking of credit, we got to give some credit to all the wonderful people out there. Benny, you got some words?
Yeah, we do. We are at AfterBuzz TV. Just want to thank
Yeah.
you guys for making us the ESPN of TV talk. And in order for us to grow, we need your help. So if you're on YouTube right now, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. If you're on iTunes, go ahead and give us a 5-star. Working at AfterBuzz means so much to us, and we just want to continue to give you guys amazing content. And yeah.
Speaking of content, we've got a tribunal of Leroy, Nany, and Cam. What do we think of this tribunal? This threesome going at it all night.
I was gonna say this
Oh.
is there's so many scenarios in this whole thing.
Yeah, there
that
is.
are so again, this has got to be so produced because there's just too many perfect situations.
It was-
and
yeah.
scenarios.
And they
You
set
know?
it up too in the opening vignettes, like I call
Right.
them. They set that whole little thing up so
Yeah.
we can come back to the Leroy Nany Cam drama later. You've got Nany the best friend. You've got Cam the former lover slash
Right.
new
Like-
lover slash
Yeah.
current
And
lover
Leroy torn between the two.
and stuck in
you
the
know?
middle.
Yeah,
Right?
like,
Is the
yeah.
lead.
Best friend or lover?
Yeah.
Who will he go
Who
with?
do you choose?
That
Yeah,
classic
and then
triangle.
God damn it, when Cam goes to his bed and gives her those puppy dog eyes and those lips are out puffed, I'm like, Leroy, I'm going with Cam too, baby.
Yeah.
And I like Nany more than Cam, so I don't know what's going on.
I just
tough.
wrote
That's tough.
poor
Yeah.
Leroy so many times in this. Like, and it's funny that everyone thinks Leroy is playing a dishonest game or something. I think he's the most transparent, honest player.
He's trying
I'll
to
say
play
yes.
trying.
That's the
Yeah.
problem,
Yeah.
Benny.
Trying.
You're right. Here's the thing. I just want Leroy to join Jordan's team so
Yeah.
bad. First of all, even the numbers.
Yeah.
Second of all, I honestly think after Tori's performance tonight, you don't think that Tori and Jordan are like even more of a power couple now? I mean, I'd be
Yeah.
on their team all the way.
Tori and Jordan
Yeah?
are on the Brits team right now, first of all.
Yeah, but
We
I
don't
mean,
we don't know. I don't know. We
Yeah,
don't
but
know
I mean, it
what's-
doesn't matter what side
Doesn't
you're on.
matter. We
Leroy,
don't-
what side is Cam on? I mean, what side is Kaylee on? She's on the UK side, but she's
Yeah.
literally
working with the U.S.
Thank
team.
you. That's my
But
point.
we
Who
have
cares
no
if Leroy
idea
works with
what's
Jordan?
gonna happen? I don't know. What if it never?
Tonight, Jordan did say Jordan says, I think you can see it. I think he said they told us we're staying as teams and we're not going individually. He said it
No.
to Leroy at the bar.
He said.
What did he say? Because Leroy was
They
there
told us this is team. I don't think
They
he said
told-
it like
hey,
the
who's
future.
they?
But we
Who's
came
they?
in. They told us this is a team.
There's this
I don't think
there's
they're
this-
gonna break 'em
There's
up.
this
I don't
thing
think they
though,
are
like,
either.
It's too far into the game.
I think it's going to be
we're almost to the
either the
final.
Brits win or the U.S. wins,
Right.
and it's going to be like
Right.
the top 3 finishers get. Well, then maybe they break it up in like time-wise for the individual because they can't give.
What are they gonna do?
How
if
do they split up the money? I don't know. Maybe they'll split the money like 8 ways on each side. I
No.
don't like
Well,
that.
Because they've
I think
done
those
that
two top 3
before
finishes.
with Battle
No.
of the Sexes, where
That was
Yeah.
like in 1998.
True.
I don't know. That's probably not that. Probably 2005. But still, a long time
But
ago.
yeah, I mean, realistically, we keep saying that it hasn't happened yet. And as far as we know, like if I'm playing this game right now, and I know I'm in here, and we're supposed to play as a team. I'm playing with the team mentality until
Well,
they tell me you guys are separated.
Then so Leroy's making the right choice
You
then
know,
going with Paulie and them because he's technically on US. But I think he should run with Jordan and Tori.
yeah.
That's
True.
If they
That'd be a nice player for them to have, a nice addition.
they really are all a little dumb for doing this to one another without knowing how it's gonna break down. Because
And they're going
if
so hard on each other this
Josh-
season. It's ridiculous.
Jordan, Rogan, like if the good people on each team started working together, if they knew, they don't know what they're doing, and I have a TJ is going to pull out a fast one, and maybe they are
absolutely.
going to be teams
I
the
hope
whole
so.
time.
I hope so.
So all
Maybe
this
something.
nonsense is really going to have been
For
stupid.
nothing.
I wrote this down. Rogan, grow some balls and vote D in.
Or don't, or just
Because
tell her you want to break up.
That's well, no, I don't even know if it's like. I mean, I get he's probably not that into her anymore. He got what he wanted, and maybe he liked her at first, but then it kind of wore off. Whatever happened.
But just break up after the show.
But I don't just break up right now and just break up. Who cares?
like sending
yeah.
her home
They-
is
Man up.
such a.
Man up, right? Dave,
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
That's-
serious,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I watched the tribunal voting, and he voted in Tori.
Yes.
Rogan raised his hand for Tori. Wouldn't that be the moment if you really want to make a big bang about it? Instead, it had to be all done behind the back
He
after. And
doesn't want to make a big bang about
Yeah.
it. He's a
yeah.
little.
Well.
He like literally went to everybody else behind
Yes.
the
It
scenes.
was
Yeah.
so gross.
But
Can you
that's
make this
my-
decision for me? Can you go talk to her for me? It's like
Why
he couldn't
can't
do anything.
Why couldn't he just pull her aside at the beginning of the episode and just tell her what was up?
Because he knew it was stupid what he was doing, and he knew
It was
he was
shady.
going to get a lot of backlash from her.
Okay, and what did he get by not telling her? at the
Still
beginning
a
of the
lot of
episode?
backlash
There we go.
from it.
Yeah, there it is.
During that conversation, though, where they're saying this is what we want, and CT
Well,
clients,
Leroy did do that. He did do that at
He
first.
said,
He was just
"Whoa,
like,
I'm
"Wow,
not."
that's yeah."
He
was
said,
a-
"At least let me tell the girls."
right." 'cause he-
Leroy
Right,
was the
right.
only one
Yep.
to do that also.
Yeah.
Polly was like, I like that idea. Like, I can go with that.
Yeah.
I think Polly was just giving that he wasn't going to say
But
no.
I mean, Leroy was the only one that was like, "Yo, that's messed up." You know?
Yeah.
It is messed up.
So
It's
in
stupid.
this,
Yeah.
so in this bar scene, Leroy gets pulled away from the conversation with Nany by Cam because Cam thinks that Nany's going to swing his vote. Okay. Later on in the episode, Leroy's having the conversation with Cam, and Nany comes in to try to pull him away, and Cam gets very upset by this. And she's like, I don't want you in our conversation. But Cam, you just did the exact same thing that
Right.
Nany did in the bar probably an hour prior. So
Right.
So Cam was pissing me off. Is my point there.
Coincidence, by the way, coincidence.
That Cam's making me
Yeah,
upset?
that they did the same thing.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
yeah.
but that's my point. Like, you did it first, Cam,
Yeah.
and so then Nany does it to you. But then you say, "I can't believe you would do this." Cam, you started it, kind of.
Yeah,
They were just having a conversation
Right.
at the table.
I
That just
would,
bothered me. I don't know. What are your thoughts on the Cam, Nany, Leroy, that part?
Like again, like I've always backed Cam too. I like Cam, but this episode I'm with Nany on this. I felt for Nany on this, to be honest. And I think the friendship that her and Leroy have and everything they've done together, and I mean, it's one of those things that like, and I know Lee's trying. That's a hard spot to be in. It sucks. You're kind of torn between the two. That's tough, but I mean, I'm riding with Nany on this one, and I think she held her ground, and I like how she did get up, in the face of Cam, and was like, no, like, you're going to tell me what's
The way
going
she
on.
walked into that room
Yeah,
was
I
like,
was- dude,
that
I
was a
was
mood.
with her. I
She
was
was
with
on
her,
a mood,
dude.
and I was feeling
loved
it.
it.
Yeah, I was like,
Get
"Get
out
it,
of her
bro."
way.
I don't think it should be a hard decision when it comes to Leroy choosing between Cam and Nany. Nany has been there since day one. Yeah, Cam, he loves her, but they're not even boyfriend girlfriend.
Here's the issue,
But
though.
I mean,
That's
she-
not his alliance. His alliance is with Cam, and Nany's his best friend, but she's on the other alliance.
Well, I'm gonna
That's
say-
the
I'm
issue,
gonna say this, though.
obviously.
Leroy, Cam broke your heart. Nany's been by your side.
Right.
But
And the thing is-
damn, I'm looking at Killer Cam, and I'm like, wow,
Hey,
she looks real.
that's true. That's
She looks
for
very
real.
pretty. Can I say she
And-
looks pretty in
yes.
2019
Cam-
still? I think Cam's pretty. Can I say that? Is that
Absolutely.
okay?
No, yeah.
We yell that.
But Cam is treating Leroy like he
And
doesn't
that's the
have his
thing.
own mind. He's
Right.
like
Yeah.
he said, he's a grown man. He can make his
Right.
own decisions. And
Is
that's
Cam
what's
using
annoying.
Leroy for the game, Pam?
I think partly.
I want you to say yes or
Partly.
no. You guys say yes or no to that?
No.
Okay. Ooh,
No,
hot
I don't
take.
think so.
Hot take.
Two things. I think both of them, poor Leroy is being pulled, and they're both using him. I think they're using him as much as each other because he's a number. I don't think anyone's using him more than that they actually love him, but they both want him on their side.
Agree, but
And
Nany's already has a nice
No.
side though, so I don't know if she's
I
using him
love
as much as maybe
Nany.
Cam is.
I love Nany. He's already claimed to be on. He's already made his choice. So
Yes, he
the
has.
reason why it wasn't like Cam just strutted up and said, "Why are you talking to Nany?" He was sitting at a table with the alternate alliance, who was saying to him, "Leroy, if you joined us, we'd have the numbers." That's exactly what Cam was fearing. He wasn't just talking to his friend Nany. He
And
was sitting there.
and that's fine.
Yeah, but Cam should trust him that he knows what he's doing. Because
But
again, he's a
also-
grown man. He should be able to do what he wants to do.
Agreed with all these things, and I think Leroy said it great in the room. He's like, I think you guys are both doing this for Leroy, and Leroy's fine.
Yeah.
Like, he was great. He shut it
But
down
that's
and had them sort of break it off. I get both their points.
Right.
I'm sorry.
I don't mind Cam pulling Leroy away, but
I
you
don't
notice
either.
Nany didn't go and bother them. She let them have a nice conversation at the bar, and then Nany
Because they're a couple.
that's
Yes.
a fine line. Please
why-
write us in the
so
live
we-
chat if they're a couple or not.
So Leroy,
And I think they still are. So,
ju-
it's like
so Leroy can't have a conversation with his best friend.
with
but-
another alliance
That he's no
that's
longer than
trying
Cam.
to sway him. Of course he can. But if it was
What's Cam trying to do? Sway him back.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean,
admittedly,
it's a fine line.
again,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Cam is saying, yes, I am trying to sway him. And Nani's going, no, separate game. He's my friend. It's like, you're not separating game. You also want him on your alliance. You're guilting him. Come on, let's call everything what it is. Everyone that's playing victim in this game, they're not fighting for the team. It's just because you're on the losing side right now.
Yeah.
Nany, I love Nany, but she's sitting here going, God, game's different. Friends, well, you're making this a lot about game with Leroy. All your angst with him is not because you're upset about your friendship. You're upset that he's not on your alliance.
Ready for the live chat? In a
Yes.
row. They ain't no damn couple. Next line. Kaylee and Cam and Leroy said that Leroy are together. Not an official couple. I would say it's complicated. Best friends now, I believe. It's gray. I mean, no one knows what they... Everyone wrote something different in the live chat.
Well, they
right
were
there.
even saying it in the
Cam.
video. They're like, "This is bad. This is, we probably shouldn't be doing this." But they're like, "Okay, you know what I mean?" So like,
If I'm Leroy, I'm saying the same damn thing.
but I mean, that right there proves that they're not officially a couple. They're not together.
All right, let's get to this because I want to leave time for the news and gossip in the game. We got to get to the Pauly, CT, Joss, Rogan, Leroy, all talking on the dock. They decide they all, we're throwing D in, and D finds out. Oh my God, I felt so bad for her. But at the same time, I'm like, I believe she's going to be single now. All right, anyways, go on. What are your thoughts, guys?
Disney D.
My whole thing is, why didn't... I felt like Ninja should have been like the first person to say something.
I agree.
You see Ninja sitting at the table,
She
keeping her
was
mouth
just
shut?
staring. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, how about this? Kaylee at the table. Oh, she's shocked. Kaylee's like, oh my God. I'm like, Kaylee, you should be happy they're throwing D in because you were next in line.
Yeah.
How about CT slumber party? How about that cute? That was the one. The cute
Oh,
clip
yeah,
of CT and all the gals.
All the
Someone
gals
trying to, like,
hanging out.
manipulate him,
But
like-
you know, D was in that slumber party too, and then she got screwed over.
Oh.
Well, and D was in there.
I felt, no joke, this whole episode with this whole D thing, I felt like I was watching like The Godfather or something. Like when they were setting up to make a hit, like they were like, oh, we're taking out like so and so, like, and they were conspiring within the team to like set him up and like take him out. I was like, oh, this just feels so dirty. And like they know what's going on. They're like literally at the table, like facing her, like, oh, everything's cool, but they know, like, dude, we're gonna take you out right now. It's like, oh, it just felt so dirty.
To
Yeah.
try and take out again. All along, it's been numbers on our team, numbers in our alliance, numbers. Why on earth would you try and take
Here's
out?
the thing. D is technically in their alliance,
Yes.
and so is Kaylee. Who's the stronger competitor?
Right.
D. So why wouldn't you put Kaylee in if they're both in your alliance? Clearly, Kaylee's more in your alliance than D is. At least that's what they're thinking. Because why? What are we doing?
It is
All because
idiotic.
Rogan wants D to go in? Screw you, Rogan. You haven't done anything. David's been saying
He
that all
hasn't even
season.
been in a
You go,
challenge.
David.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
So dumb, and one of
Yes.
the most sincerely heartbreaking moments I feel
Of
like
him
I've
lying to her 100
Well,
times
and
when he had to talk with her. Oh my God, that was awful.
And her crying and being like, I feel so stupid. Like, have you ever been there where you're like, I've been played and I believed, like,
Oh, yeah.
she was
Crazy.
it was so upsetting that Ashley was talking to her at some point and crying, and I believe it was genuine tears of empathy. Like, that's how awful and heartbreaking that was. Like, that was hard to watch almost, how upset she was.
Yeah.
Because it sucks to be blindsided and have $1 million taken away from you potentially. But B, to have someone that you really think, I think she believed they had a future together. And he's saying she's not, you're just not ready to run a final, babe. Like,
And she's like,
was so
who started the
lame.
conversation? Like, well, but a couple people were talking about it. No, Rogan, I mean, he literally just lies and lies and
Disgusting.
I can't stand him.
Disgusting.
And the fact he knows he's on national TV, why not just come clean with all this? What are you doing?
Right.
You think we're not going to find out? You think, I mean, production obviously is swinging it that way if he maybe said something a little different. No, this is blatantly, he said it this way and he lied to her. There's no getting out of this, Rogan.
He would have looked so much better if he just would have just broke up with her. Say,
Absolutely,
hey, I don't
yeah.
think this is working out. I think we should just
It's just
be
so
friends.
weird.
It
And
would've
now
looked
guess what?
so much better.
She's there for another week, and we get to watch the
I hope
storyline
she
next week.
gives
And It's
now,
awesome.
And now it's a guy's elimination.
Yeah.
And this is gonna destroy.
So I think, what if the girls the UK girls should blow it and throw Rogan in against Joss?
That would be awesome.
That'd be
What's
awesome.
gonna happen? Like I wish the girls would now go Team America. Forget it.
Why
They-
wouldn't why wouldn't the UK girls blow it next week and say, stand up for your girl D, women empowerment 2019, baby, and throw it? I'm so excited about this. And throw in Rogan. I would love that.
Rogan versus CT?
I don't care
That
who he
would be
goes
They
awesome.
against.
do that
That would be
because
awesome.
Jordan
Yes.
wants CT
Yes.
and the girls will now want Rogan.
Yeah, because why doesn't Jordan go to the girls? The girls go to Jordan and say, hey, let's make this happen.
Yeah.
We'll save you, Jordan.
think
We'll save you. Don't worry, because
Jordan's
he's probably
gonna
gonna be
do
nervous.
something.
Well, he has to be careful though, because it is a guy's elimination,
Because
so he
now
doesn't want to.
Tori, everyone, but
'Cause
everyone is terrified.
Who's
going
going to
to
be fighting for that?
One.
Who's going to be
Jenny
fighting
is
for that
gone.
tribunal though? Who would be fighting so hard to get in that
Jordan.
tribunal?
Everyone
It
is
would
going to be on that.
insane.
To be on that tribunal.
And they
gosh.
lost Jenny, who was in their alliance on that team. There's all it is Jordan and Tori on that team, and everyone else against them, right? They don't have anybody else. They just lost Jenny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have
Pretty
anybody
much, yeah.
else. That sucks. All right, let's get to this hall brawl. I don't think we saw it coming, but it is Jenny that gets put in. We obviously knew that Tori was going to get put in. I was rooting for Tori. Trust me, 100%. I thought Jenny was going to destroy her.
Yeah.
I know that Tori's got the heart and stuff, but just body wise, Jenny's built really sturdy and strong and scary. I wouldn't want to go against Jenny. I was telling Betty this. I don't want to go against Jenny.
Here's the thing, and there's so many things to this too, because like I always say, we call this glamour muscles. There's a million dudes out there that look huge and ripped and bulky, but when it comes to performing, thank gosh.
What is that?
So it's which we call glamour muscles. It looks cool.
Yeah, you do
but
curls
you
for the
don't-
girls.
Yeah, but you can't
or buys
do
for the
nothing.
guys,
Yeah.
whatever you were into.
So like
I was just saying.
So like there's like this joke, right? So I mean, the bigger the muscles you have, the more oxygen you intake. Your conditioning has to be up. There's so many factors too, right? But the thing is, a lot of people get intimidated by people that look like that. But that's why you see guys like Jordan that'll just stomp on guys, because it becomes it's more about your conditioning, your endurance, your heart, all of that, right?
And we call it popcorn muscles.
Popcorn
we were
muscles.
giving Derek.
muscle.
We were making fun of
Zach
Derek.
and Zach. Too.
Not Zach so much, but Derek a couple seasons ago, we'd call him popcorn muscles because he's so fit. But then when it comes to something physical,
Oh, Derek,
he kind of
Tori's
just
ex. I
folds.
thought you meant our Derek.
Tori's ex too.
Yeah.
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 But I mean, here's the thing too, so my two favorite girls that are left in the house are now going against each other. So I was super bummed. I didn't want to see any of them go home. So
we were all rooting for Tori, and you were like on the fence
because
Yeah, you
I
were
was
on the
like,
fence.
dude, either one, I'm bummed. These are the only two girls that I truly care for still in the house, and now they're going against each other. I was really hoping, as much as it sucked for Dee, I was really hoping she would have got thrown in because, no offense, but I wouldn't have cared if she had gone home over Jenny or Tori. I really wanted to see the UK team do something. I was like, those are two strong girls. They can kick some
But
butt.
I always, me, I look at storylines. And if I'm looking at a storyline there, I want Tori to come back to be with Jordan, and still they are the team. Because, Jenny and Jordan are good, but they're not, obviously,
And
engaged
Jenny-
to be married and have a closer relationship. Like, Jenny
Right.
doesn't know
Jenny's
Jordan from a hole in the wall.
A nice girl.
Yeah,
That
and she's
didn't
nice.
Even
yeah.
have a,
she didn't have a storyline. She was known as like the
storyline.
muscle supposedly, and she got run over
and
by Tori.
again, no
Destroyed
offense
by
on
Tori.
her. Destroyed, as Jordan said. She didn't just beat her.
Demolished.
She
No,
She
demolished
got,
her.
she got her butt kicked, and it's one of those things that sucks though, because now the UK just lost like one of their very best.
Is
girls.
Jenny that good though?
sucks.
Is
Pam,
she good?
I might jump
Is
on
she-
your bandwagon.
Yeah,
Pam,
She
dare
didn't
I say.
perform.
She's performed okay in the other challenges.
been all right.
In
And
this
we-
challenge, she got stomped.
We
yeah,
have
but
to remember, this is her first challenge too.
Yep.
that's what I will say. There was a huge. It was obvious the lack of experience that she
And
showed
aggression.
in this. And I don't think it's because she's not that good. It's just the inexperience factor. You could
Yeah.
see it. I mean, from the
Yeah.
moment that she first took off, she was almost standing directly up. When you're going head to head like that, you want to get low, drop that shoulder,
Right.
drive, just have a strong base, use those quads. She has huge quads. She could have dominated if she knew what she was doing, but she ran like almost straight up. And dude, you're gonna get knocked over if you do that. Then the second time she tried to change it up, and she was almost touching the ground. And that's why Tori just went. Knocked her right over. She got way too low. So I think it's more of just an inexperience, especially in that kind of setting. I don't know if she's even
Right.
ever played football or anything, but it's a total different thing lifting weights and working out and,
Right.
and physical contact. Two different things. So
Absolutely.
Any other thoughts on the elimination?
It was a good elimination.
Good job,
Yeah.
Tori.
Yeah.
I know.
Wow.
She killed it.
So good. Let's get to news and gossip. Bam, bam, ba, bam, bam,
Nice.
ba, ba, ba. There it is. Oh, here it is. Yeah.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Two quick news things that I have. Ashley Marie Kelsey, who's like best friends with Tori. I think they were on Are You the One together, or they were on opposite seasons, whatever. They were both on Are You the One. She wrote, "Nah, I'm with those two pretty much every day, and she did not know." Haha. In talking about Jordan and Tori, and saying that Tori really did not know, and Cara is full of it. All right, that's one news for you. I decided to reach out to my good friend, Cara Maria. And I reached out to her on Twitter and on Instagram. And I wrote to her. I wrote at Cara Maria, whatever Twitter thing is. Just wanted to let you know, as discussed via our after show on AfterBuzz TV, that Pamela Gross Jill has agreed to treat you to a spa day. And next time you're in LA, we noticed you're having a rough season on the challenge. We wanted to help. DM me. So, Cara, you've been reached. Let's make it happen.
Let's make amends with Disney Dan.
We go to Disneyland after your spa. You know, it'll be
We're
nice.
gonna have a spa day. We're
it's
gonna
on
go
me.
to Color Me Mine. I'm not gonna spoil all my plans.
Pam and I'll go splitsies on some stuff. We're gonna make this money thing work. We're gonna treat Cara. Okay, let's get to my game. All right, and
nice,
now for my official game show music. Let's see what the producer does with that. Nice. All right, there it is. All right,
there it is.
I put him on his toes. It was good. All right, so I wrote down some comments that have been written about. There it is. Good job.
Ooh.
I wrote down some comments that real fans have written about challengers.
Oh, this is fun.
And they all are about challengers from this season. I'm going to read you what they wrote, and you're going to tell me who they're talking about. I've got your names written down on this paper. You guys don't only you only get one guess.
Okay.
You're each going to tell me your guess. I'm going to say the real answer. Whoever got it right, I put a check mark next to your name. There's 10 or 11 here.
Okay.
So whoever has the most at the end wins.
Okay.
Here's the first confession.
What do we win?
A kiss from me? No, I don't want that. I quit.
Back off, guys.
Come on, guys. All right. I'm going to get rid of the he's and the she's and the names, okay? Honestly, I loved Blank in Vendettas through Final Reckoning. Before those seasons, Blank was too sensitive. Now Blank is too bitchy. Who is this person talking about? Go down, just give me one name. This is someone that's on the challenge this season.
Okay.
There's nothing like crazy.
Do you want to?
You just say it out loud.
I'll go last.
You just say one name.
Nany.
Cara Maria.
David.
Cara.
All right. Benny and David are getting a point. It's Cara Maria.
Oh.
Blank is overrated as F. Blank's done absolutely nothing to prove Blank. Prove me wrong.
Cara.
Anyone?
someone said.
I'm not gonna say the real answer till the end, obviously, because then that would give
Or
it away.
Zach.
Turbo.
Come on! It's this season. Anybody?
Jenny.
You can say Jenny. Yeah, I don't know. Who do you
I'm
want to say?
changing mine to Jenny.
Okay.
Maybe CT.
And the answer is Cam. Someone wrote that about
Oh.
Cam.
Wait,
Wow.
Cam said that or someone
No,
said
someone
that?
wrote,
Okay.
all these things
that,
are written
okay.
by a fan about them. I love Blank as a person, but I feel Jenny and Theo are right. Blank wouldn't make it through a final.
Jenny and
Yeah,
Theo.
Jenny and Theo think this person would not make it through a final.
D.
Oh, D. I don't know.
Some of these get easier, I promise, guys.
D.
They wrote it about Kaylee, actually.
Oh, I almost said, dang it.
All right.
Damn it.
Blank is probably one of the worst competitors the challenge has ever seen. Blank may have completed the final last season, but Blank's performance this season has been terrible.
Ninja.
Pam?
Yeah, Ninja makes
All right,
sense.
y'all are winning. Y'all are winning that one.
Okay. My first point, we got 2 for
2-1,
Benny
yeah,
and
2-1-2.
Dave. Okay.
2-1-2. Y'all are in it. I used to love Blank, one of my favorites, but now Blank's just a floater. Blank floats his way to the finals. Blank's not a good competitor like Blank used to be.
CT, yeah.
Y'all are on it. Nice
Woo!
job. See, I told you they get easier. The hype around Blank, I don't get. Blank cheated on her Blank with Blank, but gets a pass.
Tori.
Blank.
Tori. Yeah.
Yeah, we.
David.
Tori.
Damn it.
Yeah,
That's
you
a long
gotta
one.
take their gender out because it's.
I did. I felt so bad for
Oh.
Blank this season. Blank deserved a place in the final, but Blank.
Georgia.
But Blank's musty teammates kept throwing him in.
Oh, him.
Damn it!
Oh.
No!
Theo.
Theo, yeah, that's gotta be
Theo,
Theo.
yeah.
Damn it! I could have maybe got you guys. I don't have a confession, just a question. Why does Blank keep saying that Blank has proved Blank's self? For the love of God, someone please answer this.
Rogan?
Wait,
Ooh,
can
good
you say it
guess.
again?
I don't have a confession, just a question. Why does Blank keep saying Blank's proved Blank's self? For the love of God, someone please answer me this.
Josh.
You got Rogan, Josh.
Jordan?
Whoa, David with
Yeah.
Rogan.
Oh, all right, David.
David's in the lead,
lead.
6, 5, and Pam's got 4.
Oh man.
I liked Blank during other seasons, but Blank's intensity and poor sportsmanship this season made me dislike Blank.
Cara.
I can usually find a reason to root for everyone on the show, but I couldn't root for Blank.
It has to be
Cara.
Cara.
Cara, yeah.
Laurel!
Oh, I forgot.
I thought unsportsmanship would give it
forgot
away
about her.
because the suckets.
Forgot all
See, I
about
like,
forgot
it.
I
about
like
her,
that
me
though,
too.
so I'm cool with that.
I'm convinced Blank would totally be cool and wouldn't would want to work it out with Blank if it wasn't for Blank. He's never said a bad thing about Blank in confessionals.
Polly?
We
Polly,
know.
Polly.
Some Polly and Jordan and whatever about
It's Polly. You guys
Yeah.
did great. Last one, and Benny, you need this to tie, and Pam, you're out. Sorry, and David, you have to get this wrong. This is the best.
This is your time here on the
This
panel,
is
Pam.
the best. This is the best
Here we
one
go.
too. I can't stand Blank. Blank is like the high school kid who desperately wants to be cool, calling Nany nons, declaring Blank self besties with the popular
Josh.
kids.
Josh.
Josh, yeah.
And David is our winner.
Yeah! All right.
David.
David, you got 8 out of 11.
Nice.
So
All
you guys
right.
actually all did really well. 8,
All right.
8, 7.
Thank
I
you.
got a
8, 7, and
respectable
6.
5.
You got
or
6. You got 6.
There we go.
You would have got Josh. You would have got that last one, Josh.
I
You
all
are
right.
knew
not
it.
in the
That's
tribunal.
why
today,
Yeah,
Pam.
I
knew
saved
it.
Josh for last
I
for
know.
you because I was hoping that would be the winner for you, Pam, because you
Oh.
love Josh so much.
I love that whoever said that. Who said that? Do you know?
They're anonymous, all anonymous.
Oh gosh,
All
those
anonymous.
were some great quotes.
Yeah, that's
fun.
pretty
Good
good.
job, Dan. Good game. Good
All right.
game.
Anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for joining us here at the Challenge After Show at AfterBuzz TV. My name is Daniel Lingard. You can find me at TikTok at IdiotBoxBoys. Benny.
What's up, guys? Thanks again for joining us. You can find me on all social media at Benny J. Adams.
You can find me at Pamela Gross Jill. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We love your feedback. We love continuing the conversation. So please hit us up. Give us news and gossip. You guys are on it. Thank you.
And you guys can find me on TikTok as well at David Christopher Official or Instagram David_Christopher Official. Something like that. But thank you guys so much again for hanging out, joining us. We love hearing your comments, your feedback. Always a good time. Hope you guys aren't too tired tomorrow for work. See you next time, guys. Thank you.
See you guys later.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.